97 won the ticket. 5 o'clock hour. Weekend just around the corner, people. It feels good. It's gorgeous outside. Rico and I and the guys were talking before the show. Rico, you had a great question that I don't know if there's a right answer, and I think people are going to be all over the place. And it's not who needs who more, Goff needing the Lions or the Lions needing Goff. Go ahead.
No, I guess the question was this. It looks like Netflix and the NFL are going to have a deal. They're going to play Christmas Day games.
Which is a
Doubleheader.
Wednesday.
And they're going to put some blockbuster games out there. Hey, Detroit, you're one of the it teams now. People actually want to watch and see you. You do realize it's possible. Like, you're going to play on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
That's a given. You could end up on one of these Wednesday Christmas Day games because when you look at the people out there that the Lions could play, I could easily see a rematch of the NFC Championship game on Christmas Day, or Lions-Cowboys, Christmas Day, or even Lions-Packers, Christmas Day. So, but they also may have to go overseas. So the question was, would you rather see the Lions play overseas? Because I think, is it the Vikings and the Bears?
It is the Bears and the Vikings, yes.
Two of your divisional opponents have a home game overseas, or would you rather see the Lions play on Christmas night?
Which is a Wednesday.
Which is a Wednesday.
Like, if it's a Monday, a Sunday, a Saturday, a Thursday, I kind of feel you're okay. It's a Wednesday. And I'm not one of these guys that says, like, give it to the NBA because they started this thing. I just don't want my team playing on a Wednesday, considering I think the scheduling really kind of screws you up.
Because I am curious to how, because it's so late in the year, I don't know if you're going to have a bye week that late. So
here's what you would do, though. I kind of feel, wouldn't you say, you would be so behind the eight ball because you would have to play on the Thursday before,
right,
to give yourself almost a week to get ready for Wednesday. But that means you have a short week on the week before the Thursday game unless you have the bye there. So
but because you've done the Thursday game before, I could easily, because you do that for Thanksgiving, they could say you're used to this. Well, how about this? We'll give you a home game so you don't have to travel. There's less wear and tear on your body. I could easily see, but because I don't think I can get a bye week. Would you rather see the Lions play Christmas Day in the blockbuster games, or would you rather see them hop on a flight and go overseas and play a divisional opponent?
And that could be at 9 in the morning, potentially.
That could be at 9 in the morning.
So that's going to be weird. See, I would say overseas, simply because I think if you play on that Wednesday and the schedule leading up to it, I think that's so much football in a very short amount of time. I think at some point you're going to be playing on 3 or 4 days rest, maybe multiple times. I just think it's borderline unsafe. See, so I would say overseas.
I would rather play the Christmas Day game because if you go overseas, Rieger, the overseas games are normally garbage games, and it's the ultimate equalizer because you don't know how you're going to handle the jet lag of flying all the way over there. You get a bye week, I think the following week. But, yeah, you finish playing, you can pack up everything, and now you got to go on a 10-hour flight over to England to play a game. And I mean, let's face it, most of those games are not very good. Okay?
Yeah, and you made the point earlier, like, just because there's more of it doesn't mean it's good and doesn't mean it's quality. Are we reaching a point where it's just like, I mean, come on. There has to be a limit. There's got to be something they say no to, but they're not going to.
Hey, Lions fans, this is the price of fame, okay? You are an it team. I think you're either going to get a Christmas night game or you're going to get one of these overseas games because the NFL is going to want to market you. They're going to put that out there. You're the fun team. You're that team that everybody wants to see. So, yes, you'll play on Thanksgiving Day, but I could easily see a rematch with the Cowboys on Christmas. I could see a rematch with the Niners on Christmas. Or, you know what? Put the Packers on Christmas.
So I'm looking at the schedule.
Because the schedule comes out next week.
But on Wednesday. The 21st of November is a Thursday. That's Thanksgiving, correct?
Yeah.
So you have to look at It's 5 weeks later is Christmas. So you're going to play on a Thursday. At some point, you're going to get the extra rest, the 3 days extra for playing on Thanksgiving. And then they're going to throw that at you on a Wednesday. So late in the season. I mean, Christmas is on the 25th. The season ends like 2 weeks later. It's almost not fair.
Your Thanksgiving Day game will be against an AFC opponent because you played an NFC opponent this year. So you always swap with the Cowboys. So that's why I said the Packers are in play. Like there's a lot of teams in play if you end up playing it. And with this schedule being how it is, it's a lot of great games that the Lions are going to be playing.
That's what I was going to say, and I'm glad you just said that because the most primetime games you can get are 5. Now, I just looked at the primetime schedule for last year. They don't consider Thanksgiving, the Cowboy or the Lion game, a primetime game.
Right.
The Thursday night Thanksgiving game is, which means you have a possibility that you will probably have to play all of those great teams that you have. The Cowboys, possibly. The Texans, possibly.
You're looking at Sunday night games.
The Niners.
Thursday night games. Monday night games.
Yes.
And possibly overseas.
Yeah, this is like COVID all over again. Do you remember they had Tuesday night games on COVID? They had Wednesday night
that's
games.
Because, that was that Steeler game.
You had to get it in.
Yeah.
I remember the Patriots
playing on
did
like
it
a
one
Tuesday.
time.
Yeah.
It was during our
so
show.
Weird, man. Yeah, and they started at like 4:30 in the afternoon, and there's no fans, and it was just really bizarre. I'm curious. It's a great question. What would you rather have? The game overseas or the game on Christmas, a Wednesday? If it'd be a Thursday, it'd be so much better. 248-539-9797. The ticket text, the exact same number, 97 won the ticket.